And I think we are. So, welcome, Richard, to the Friday Conversation Club session. How's your week? Tell me
Uh,
about your
it
week.
was it was okay. Um, not really hard this time. Not really light, but it was okay. Just I had this meeting that lasts like 5 6 hours on Monday. Um, this like there is a gathering where all these the owners of the when you're living in a condominium, they
Mm-hmm.
regularly gather together and have these meetings to discuss just things about the the condominium and that's but some of them are really hard, because everybody wants to join, or everybody has an opinion, and well, it's an endless discussion sometimes.
I
And
hate
everybody,
those.
yes, it's
I know.
uh and yeah, well, we I don't know, just for them not really important matters. For people that they are not directly involved, like us, like just an
Right.
attorney, just be there. Sometimes, well, for me, it's a little boring.
I know.
it's, it's some, but
I
well,
know. Yeah.
I understand. You know,
When did you have
um,
one of those meetings?
when?
Yeah.
On Monday, this Monday,
Monday.
last Monday,
Okay.
on Monday.
Okay.
Yes, it was. Well, when there is money that it's well, people that needs to pay,
Right.
they ask for everything, as for just a little detail, just a little penny, they had to pay. Why this? And well, that's the well, I think that is normal in this kind of developments, in this kind of owners groups. I don't know. These the neighborhoods. Yes.
Yeah. People are very demanding. Like they want to
Yes.
see every penny reflected on their habitat. Right.
Yes. They wanna see where every penny is has been paid, why, where, how much, why this month. Uh, I understand, because if I was in their position, maybe I will say the same questions, like,
Right.
because it's my money, no? But
Of
it's
course.
sometimes there are just endless pointless discussions. Sometimes they are,
Hmm.
so um, it's kind of boring. But well, that's our job.
Right. 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 Yeah. I don't remember when was the last time I was in one of these type of meetings. But I wanted to ask you what the what they usually discuss, like what they usually talk about. Because, for example, in the type of building I live in,
Mm,
it's always the same thing. They always talk about who's watering the bushes outside, and dog
okay.
owners, and how clean or messy they are. They talk about hygiene. They talk about noisy neighbors, and people who's not paying they're not paying their fees.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know so to the administration, and some people complaining about the administration, getting paid but not really coming through with what they're supposed to be doing in the area, and it's always about that. So, in your case, what are the common topics that are discussed in these meetings where you live?
Yes, but they are similar. They're similar topics. Usually, these kind of meetings are organized by the administration. They are
Right.
publish a call, like well, legally you have to call all these owners, and they have to assembly, and they discuss usually the financial report or what they had spent on the last year, um, why and well, what are the expenses, if there are a surplus amount or there are losses. I don't know, this kind of issues. And then they discuss a new budget for the year ongoing. That there is, for example,
Hmm.
this was 2023 budget.
Right.
So there's just well expectation that what are going to be the expenditures on these years. They are just usually are the same expenses, but the cost and the prices are higher because the inflation, because the market, the prices are high. So um, and they'll well this all these they sometimes they had a special point on the agenda they call general matter, that's where they want to get opinion about everything, since like hey there is I just mainly for example the security guard, hey, they're not in their play, they're just I don't know debugging, something like that. One other thing that are commonly discussed nowadays, well, especially here in Cabo, are for Airbnb rentals. Rentals
Hmm.
that are
Right.
very common that people buy here and invest to rent via Airbnb. So that's kind of discussion that it's sometimes it's an issue because people that just they're well they are just temporary users of these units of these apartments. They're
Right.
all they are a mess, like there are throw parties and they're just really loud people. So something that people that regularly or they're living there permanently, it's bothering for them. So that kind of issues, and like the dogs when they hey, my dog I had to get my I don't know why your dog it's I don't know shitting everywhere or all the kids you don't have to leave your kids unattended in the pool, something like
Right.
something issues like that, issues like that, all these common areas, well if there had a pool or there had a special areas. Well, that's something like that. It's just like well, general marriage for them, and
Right.
that's the kind of. And I have this where when I've been there where they fight each other, because hey, you told
Mhm.
me something, and you are this, you are the worst, you are, like they are fighting like
Like it gets
discussing
personal
about.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It gets personal. So that's sometimes it's well for me it's amusing. For them, I don't think so, but it's I just take note. No, they're like, oh, this is a small issue. But well, that's I think it's just common when you are living together in a neighborhood on this kind of apartments and this kind of common areas you share. Well, it's something could it's always going to be an issue about that.
I agree totally. It's always annoying though. Um,
Yes.
Mac says Richard the man. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Mac. Hello.
Nathan, hi, bro. Hi, my bro. Still waiting for you to, uh, buy an Android phone so you can join us. You know, someday. And to anybody that is out there, you can join us live, you can just click on the link in the comments. If you're if you're watching this on YouTube, well, in the comments you have the link. You just click on it, and you have to authorize your camera and your mic. And if you're watching us in Facebook, uh, on the English Clinic Facebook page, well, you have the link in the comments as well. Just click on it, and that's it. It says, What's the richer beverage? What's Richard's beverage? What are you drinking, Richard?
It's just water.
It's just water.
Sadly, I just
May,
it's a
maybe
little
maybe a crazy water, he says.
a crazy word. No, I just water. That's not. Um,
Have you tried that beverage, the Four Loco, like a lot of people talk about? Have you tried it?
no, I think it's for. Well, I'm gonna sound really old, but I think it's yours for young people. Like
For stupid
yeah,
young
just
people, I think it is.
yes, stupid. Yes,
Yeah,
idiotic
yeah,
young people.
my son, he's 18 now, and he went to this party, and he called his mom, like, after a few hours, like, yo, mom, can someone pick me up or something? Because I don't feel so well. So a friend of the family, he goes and he picks him up, takes him home, and his mom told me, like, he was pretty he was pretty tipsy. And I was like,
Okay,
what did he drink? And he said he drank Four Loco. And I said, oh, how many? And she said, just one. She had one of those things, and he was feeling like crap.
yes, yes.
So I've never tried them. I don't even know if it's like one of those like what are they called? Like the monster drinks and the
Like Red
boost.
Bull or something like that.
Yeah, what are they called? Um,
Energizer drink, something like that. I don't know.
Energetic drink, yeah, energizing drink. I don't know what
Energetic.
the yeah, I don't know what I don't
Okay.
even remember what the name is. I don't know
Yes.
if it's one of those with alcohol. I don't know if it's one of those drinks.
I have these drinks that it's mixed with uh, Monster. That
Hmm.
it's I don't know. I don't remember what is the alcohol, but I don't know, whiskey, vodka. I don't know, but they're
Right,
mixed and there's like a drink.
right,
And they're good. Uh, I think it's the most local I tried.
right.
Most crazy, the craziest thing I tried, I think.
I think.
Well, the
Mhm.
classic agua loca when you
Is
are
it?
really young and
Yeah, I know. I know. I think I know. Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Lots of sugar with cheap booze.
Mm,
Yeah, I
yes.
remember years ago, more than a decade ago, I drank this Boost, I think it was drink with whiskey,
Okay.
and I don't know how many I had, but I ended up feeling really sick. Like I felt like I needed to call an ambulance or something. It was not good. It was not good. I was feeling like having a heart attack. That was the last time I ever had one of those drinks.
Because you're old,
No, but I wasn't old when I did that. I was probably I
over
wasn't even
30.
30. I wasn't even 30 yet. I think I was probably like 28 when I did that. And yeah, no,
That's
energy
all.
drinks
Uh,
with
I doesn't.
alcohol,
Just kidding.
I don't think they're good for you. I really
But they're
don't think they're good
great
for you.
with whiskey.
I know they are, but I don't think they. I don't think we should be. Even less now that we're not babies.
No, we can have a heart attack.
Oh my God, Oscar Simpson. Why Simpson? Do you think Oscar looks like a Simpson character?
I don't know.
All right. Okay. So let's move on to the topic at hand, which is, to talk about things we
Yes.
don't know about and expose our ignorance.
That's why Cameron wasn't here today, right? He didn't want to look ignorant.
But you
Right.
know, most people that are currently in YouTube or something like that, there are people that are very ignorant about everything. So
Oh yeah,
and they
I
are
get it.
there and they are very famous and just talk about really nonsense about everything. So don't feel bad about it. It's
We
okay.
were talking about that last time, Joe
We, we,
Rogan.
we we were talking about that last time precisely. Yeah. Look at that beard, Max says. Amazing. Yeah, Oscar has a cool beard.
And he's not
Um,
great yet. That's a cool thing.
right, it's not great yet. Um, all right. So Portugal legalizes euthanasia for people over 18.
When did they do that?
They just did it. I think it was. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Um, well, it was this week.
Then I'm not ignorant. I just haven't heard the news.
Oh no, yeah, no. I'm reading from a list of recent popular world events. So yeah, I don't know whatever happened in the world or in this week either. But I saw this one. Uh, so what do you think? What do you think about euthanasia? Okay,
Euthanasia.
first let's just remember what it is because not everybody knows. Euthanasia is when you can legally decide, you know, for yourself if you want to end your life. Usually because you have a terminal illness
Or you're too old, yeah.
or what?
You are too old.
Or you're what?
Too old.
Oh yeah, or you're too old and suffering the consequences of being like fucking 90. I don't know. When you have a condition, yeah, that impairs you and makes your life not enjoyable anymore, and so uh, you go through a medical procedure where they end your life, and that's euthanasia, and it's not legal. It's usually not legal, but now it is in Portugal. What do you think, Richard? Do you think that's good? Do you think that's bad?
Uh yes, I think it's I don't want to say good, but I think it's but it is good to legalize that procedure. Um but you know this option has to have many conditions uh, to moving forward with this with it because you know it's a really it's a double edge it could be a double edge weapon uh, because you know sometimes like where are the conditions that you need to be going through in order to accept this procedure. It's like it has to be very legalized. It has to be well. It has to be very conditions, and I think I know I'm okay. I think that's a thought that it's constantly in my mind that if I'm too old, you know, because when you are really too old, well, it's when you're really too old, you are incapable of doing a lot of things. So you are really a dependent person for everyone. So I don't want to be an stubborn or for my family or my kid or I don't know or my so if I have the option I will do it that's what I well, that's my opinion but yes it's I think it is good if if you had a terminal or really terminal illness, or like you said, like you are too old, so you are not able to do the things that you normally do when you are in a good condition. Okay.
Right. And I came across this clip. I think I don't on YouTube or Instagram, I think, or somebody sent it to me. I don't remember. But they're interviewing people in the street, and then the reporter asks an old lady like, "Excuse me, Miss, what are your plans for this year?" I guess it was about being New Year or something. She's like, "What are your plans for this year?" And this old lady says, "To die." And the reporter is like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "Yeah, to die. I'm 92 years old. Like, I'm fed up with life already. Like, how much longer do I need to put up with this shit?" And I think it was hilarious because you could tell she was being honest. Like, she was being sincere. She was done with life. She was like, "Okay, I don't need any more of this." And that's not a conversation about you know medical reasons. That's more of a philosophical issue. you know when you're not really terminally ill or anything, you're just sick of it. You're just bored with life, and you decide that you've been here long enough, and it's your turn to just you know move on to the next plane or
Yeah,
whatever.
but what about you are 18 and you decide that you are not want to be here anymore in the world? So that's you're just 18, or
Yeah, but in that case,
maybe
they do the self-termination.
Right.
well, but that is not well.
Euthanasia. Yes, like it's not, I guess.
It's not, but they would probably do that.
Yeah, but we are talking about another thing. There's this book, The Myth of Sisyphus. Have you ever heard of it? uh
Girl, but yeah, read it? No.
The Myth of Sisyphus. It's a tough book, but the beginning is really interesting because like the first third is about that. It's about you know people who decide that they've had enough, and 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 it's some sort of an essay on what drives people to just one day decide they have the right and the freedom to do that. But anyway, let's just move on to something a little less gloomy.
No, but actually,
But what do you think,
there should
Oscar?
be like like an older age, because all the kids at 18, they're like, nobody loves me. I want to self-terminate. Maybe it should be like 60. After 60, even if you're not sick, you can have the euthanasia
Well,
after
yeah, but if we're talking
65.
about euthanasia, we're talking about, for example, an 18-year-old who's got terminal cancer. I mean, I think euthanasia applies, if you are not really gonna get out of
No,
your
but
situation.
now actually, at the first topic, I don't know if you know, in Argentina, they already have this for many years. And there was this doctor who just did it to anybody who asked.
No, I didn't. Like, how long ago was this?
No more than 5 years ago.
Right.
He was doing this to everybody. Like, hey, I want to do this. He will do it. And I think in this case, it's more than legal. It should be like five doctors should say, like, yeah, you can do it. Because they're the
That
ones who actually,
council.
yeah, they're the ones who actually can say, like, no, he's not going to make it anymore. Why he should suffer? And We
There
should
was
help him.
this there was this movie based on a real story with Al Pacino. I don't remember the name. Doctor Death, I think it was the name, and it was about Doctor Kevorkian. Have you ever heard that guy?
Yeah,
Uh, I think he's one of the first precursors of
helping people.
euthanasia. Yeah, he came up with the Thanatron was the name. He came up with this machine that would help patients end their lives, and he went to jail for it because of course that was not legal at all. And I don't remember what happened to him. I don't even know if I finished the movie, but but I think he went to jail, and I don't know if he that's where he spent the rest of his years, or he got to get out. But anyway,
Actually, depends where you help someone. Like in the US, I think it depends the degree of helping someone. It can be only like 11 years in jail. So it's not that much. I think it should be more.
okay. Well, I don't know, but that reminds me of something else that happened that we can probably discuss in a little bit about this guy who got killed in the subway in the states.
Don't use that word, self-termination.
But yeah, there are some words that we're not supposed to use because they might trigger
YouTube.
a bomb. Okay, so the next one I found is who is Linda Yaccarino, executive who will replace Elon Musk as Twitter CEO. And I'd like to start uh, by saying that I have no idea. All I know is that this dude decided to step down and leave someone else in charge, and I think that's a good thing because I think he's a dork and I think he was pretty bad at running Twitter. Even though I'm not really a Twitter user, I think it was pretty obvious that he was just messing up. What do you think, Richard?
Uh, I have no idea who is this girl or this woman. I
She
even
sounds
I don't
Hindi.
she's in the I didn't even know that Elon Musk is gonna be replaced as as CEO. I just am a little lost. I think and that's kind of new, but uh, um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why this is relevant for people, but I have no idea. Sorry.
Okay. I think I have an idea. What do you think? What do you think about this, Oscar? I don't know if you are an avid Twitter user or casual or.
No, the thing is like I post in Instagram and I post in all my social accounts the same. So I don't even actually need to go into them. But she sounds Hindi, and most of the Hindis right now are taking over all the technological companies. So I imagine she must be good. She to be over taking over Twitter, she probably was in another company before, and that's why they took her there.
I have no idea. I mean, Musk owns this thing, so I'm sure he decided on choosing her. I don't think Yacarino is Yacarino doesn't it doesn't sound Indian to me
To me, yeah.
at all. But
Google.
Google it. Mm, yeah, maybe later. I don't care that much about it. But I will say this: it is kind of relevant because the whole gimmick, uh, the whole idea of Elon buying Twitter was because he said he wanted to promote free speech, which pretty much meant people should be able to be racist and hateful on Twitter. they shouldn't be banned. You should say the N word, and you should say Nazi crap, and you should be able to be misogynist and justify slavery and all these things that many people were doing on Twitter and being censored by
Well,
it. And because he's a a-hole, he thought that was wrong. He thought all of these people should be able to say these type of things, and so he bought Twitter, and I think he fired half the staff overnight because that's the type of guy he is. And then, of course, he didn't really know how things worked over there, and so then he tried to hire people back, and it was a mess. It was a mess, and then because Twitter is it's like I think it's quite relevant for politics
in the US, yeah.
mostly, and internationally. I mean, I don't think it's just in the U.S. Like I think like many sectors in the world kind of use Twitter as a platform to make political statements, and journalists as well. But anyway, he says, I've just figured out that one of my friends, his brother, has been operated and the doctors detected cancer. I'm sorry to read that. Maybe he has a month. All right.
Wow.
Well, we're really sorry to hear that. Right. I hope he gets better, and if he can't get better, well, I hope he doesn't suffer too much. Um, what's the next headline? Um, mm, mm, mm. Well, before I find it, did you know about this dude in the subway? He was this homeless person, and he was having like a some sort of crisis, and he was yelling at people. And then there was this ex. Uh, he was an ex soldier who put him on a chokehold to restrain him from yelling at people. And he did that for 15 minutes. So, surprise, guess what happened?
We know what happened.
I mean, who does that? Who puts someone on a chokehold for 15 minutes? After 5 minutes, you already know you probably killed the guy.
30
Even
seconds.
less. Right? Like
Okay, I know who will do that. A cop in the United States.
a cop in the
Remember?
United States. Well, yeah, well, this dude wasn't a cop, but, he was an ex
An
military. So,
ex-marine. Yeah, of course.
an ex Marine, there you go. Okay, let me see if I can find the headline. Man, uh, chokehold, subway.
Yeah, but after 30 seconds of a chokehold, is bye-bye for you.
Okay. Here it is. Damn it. I can't. I'm so bad at copy pasting and Kami's the one who's good at it. He said I'll be right back, and it's been 45 minutes. um Man, this is the only headline I could copy paste. Did you know anything about this? Richard?
No, but uh, I'm not surprised. You know, it's like it's but that's it. It's not surprise. I think that it's um cops. They're usually abuse of their power and their force. I don't know. Mainly in the states, mainly they are not white people. So that's something that it's sadly it's common in the states, but and here
And
in
it
Mexico as well.
wait a
But
second, and it is funny that you didn't know about this, but somehow the victim wasn't white. Did you find it funny?
I didn't say in this specific case it wasn't white. I said
But
usually
guess what?
they're not
It
white.
wasn't. It was a black man. The victim was a black man.
Uh,
So, but I just find it funny
that's
that you immediately made the associate, like, you didn't even think about it. You just said it, like, ah, I'm sure it was.
yeah,
I'm sure it was a black man. Yes, it was a black man.
Not necessarily just a person of color.
Not necessarily, but quite often it happens. No.
It could be a Latino too.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but
you
it's
know what
not
they say. I mean,
American white. It isn't. So yeah.
right, right.
You know that I just saw this a prank with Sarah Cohen. I don't remember the name of this guy
Right.
that
Sasha.
he makes Sasha Cohen something Baron something.
Sasha. Oh my God. Sasha Baron Cohen. I think I think it's
Sasha
the name.
Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
You know, he was like with a group of this little town in the States. I don't remember the place, but they're just mainly, but not mainly, they're all white, and they just he was um how do you say it? It's like he was in disguise with other he was in a character, you know.
Yeah.
He was like telling these people that they want to invest in their town, and they're gonna be a really really big investment, and this is gonna be a lot of profits, and it's gonna be really really good for the people there. And they ask where is the investment, and they say they're going to build a really big mosque, you know. And when
Hmm.
well when they're starting to say the speech, they're everybody, hey, yes, yes, we do you want to be billionaires? Yes, we want to be billionaires. Okay, we are going to build a really big mosque. And they say, what? They
Right.
just stare like each other. Yeah, because we are investing because we like to attract more Muslim tourists here to the town. And what? Why are you saying no? We don't want them, you know.
Yeah.
And they in some of even the one of these guys, um he was very expressed about saying that he was openly racist. You know, there we don't want Muslim, we don't even want, we barely support or barely stand
Stan.
for black people, you know. There's that. But Muslim, it's because I remember he said that when he heard Muslim, it was equal to
Right.
terrorism. So
Of
that's
course.
something that it's a concept associated with Muslims. And it was funny and sad at the same time, because they're just prank. It was prank, but they just really reluctant and totally refused the idea. They was unconceivable for them to think about that. Uh, that's
Yeah.
that's crazy, but that is true, and that is the reality. It's a real thing.
You said it yourself. Like sometimes, reality is, funny but sad at the same time.
At the same time, yeah,
Right.
you should look for it, for this prank for this guy, and it's really
I will.
it's
I
really
will.
amusing. Yes, it's really funny.
I will. I will. I think we can do one more headline. But yeah, well, I personally, one of the things that I think are really sad is that all of those people actually defending the killer, like kind of trying to argue that the victim deserved it because he was a threat. It was this skinny, malnourished, homeless dude
Yeah,
who
crackhead.
was like a, I know he was like a Michael Jackson impersonator. Like
Um,
he wasn't an MMA fighter or anything. Like he wasn't a big dude. He wasn't a drug dealer. He was just some skinny homeless dude. And the other guy was an army veteran. And the victim was unarmed. He was just yelling at people. And the
Mm,
other dude was like, you know what? You're annoying us. You're annoying us. We can have that. We're not gonna allow that. So I'm gonna put you on a chokehold for 15 minutes. And of course he killed him. He was like, of course he was gonna kill him. Like 15 minutes. That's just stupid. But
Did
anyway,
this guy went to prison
he went
or
to
you don't know?
prison. I think he was just released on bail. I think he was charged
Oh,
with homicide, second degree homicide, and I think he just got out on bail. I don't know if the trial is still gonna continue. I haven't really
okay,
read much about it. I just saw the the latest news report. But
okay.
I did see, speaking of Twitter, I did see a lot of people on Twitter like defending the killer. Like, oh, but that dude
Mm,
was a threat. Like he was he was annoying the public. Like he was annoying the passengers. We can't have that. Nobody wants to be yelled at while riding the subway by homeless people. Homeless people are a problem. Of course, they're a problem. So according to some of these people, we should just kill them. We should just put them on chokeholds for 15 minutes, so we can get rid of the problem. I think that's evil and stupid. Max says, Oscar, I don't know what you're eating, but you're craving me.
it was cheese.
Okay, Max, so I think your syntax there is a little. I don't think this is what you wanted to say. Because if you knew what you just said, you'd be laughing out loud. But I think what you wanted to say was that Oscar is making you crave for some snacks, I guess. What are you eating, Oscar, by the way?
I I was eating cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Any particular type of cheese or just cheap ass
I
cheese?
no, what do you mean cheap ass cheese? No, I had some wine today, so I was finishing it.
All right, since you're a photographer now you snack on wine and cheese
And whiskey.
and canapes and uh and sweetened
he's
whiskey.
a sophisticated guy nowadays.
No, actually
Right.
today I went to a carnitas taco stand because I needed to tape a reel.
Remember your roots.
No, I
Remember
needed
when
to
you come
tape a
from.
reel for them so I can promote them.
Oh, like for a taco stand, like for a taco business.
Yeah, actually outside of Metro Chilpancingo. So
Ah,
don't
cool.
tell me that's not a nice area. So no,
Okay,
they,
okay, cool.
they were great.
What's the name? Because I remember there are a couple of fancy taco places
No,
on
that was
over, over there.
a
It
stand
was
on the street.
right. Okay. Ah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. It says I've petitioned for Oscar. If you might say, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. No, I cannot do the I'm Batman.
Well, you cannot do it in a cool way, but you can do it.
No, I
Why,
cannot do
Mac? Do
it.
you think he looks like any of the Batmans we've had?
Oh yeah, I'm better than the last
Which
one.
one? You're not a Clooney. You're not
No,
a Christian Bale. You're not a
I could be a Lex Luthor.
right. You could be one of the bad guys. That would be more believable. You look more like a DC villain
Yeah,
than a
like a riddle, the
superhero.
riddle.
The riddle.
Yeah.
No, He's different.
The voice of Michael Keaton. Okay, Mac. I don't know what you're drinking, but Oscar does not sound like Michael Keaton. but uh, but now he knows he has a fan. All right. Well, it's almost 9 already. Cam didn't come back, and I ran out of headlines to discuss. So, did you guys heard of anything interesting that happened this week?
They're in the country or in the world?
Both. I mean, this country is part of the world, you know.
Mm,
We all love you too, Mac. Thank you for being here.
News around the world.
this week.
Okay, well, I'm
Mm,
okay. Well, I can take it on my say what you're doing. All right. I watched the movie today with my wife. The newest Luis Estrada movie, which is called Viva Mexico. If you like Luis Estrada's movies, I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy this one. Um, it's lighter than an Infierno and his other movies, but it also talks about you know
Politics.
politics, corruption, and but it's more of a family movie. I mean, it's a it's a 3 hour long comedy.
Yeah, that's
So
why I haven't watched it.
I know it's not short, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It'll make you mad at some point. At some point, you'll be
Uh,
like, "Man, what is wrong with these people?"
Nothing makes
Uh,
me mad anymore.
but it's pretty funny. This guy, the Cochiloco actor, I'm sorry that I don't know his name. He plays like 4 characters, and then Damian Alcazar, he also plays like 4 characters, and he's pretty good, man. Like, there's this character he plays that I totally forget that he's the same actor, and he
I
has,
think
yeah,
the Cochiloco plays all the characters in all the Mexican movies nowadays. He's
No, but
right,
really an active actor in this.
right.
that's how
It's like the Marta
Cochiloco.
Gareda of the. Oh, I heard about the the Marta Gareda memes and the
Uh,
jokes about her.
don't spoil it. No, no, no. I'm not even saying what it is about. I'm not gonna spoil it. I hate spoilers. Really, really, really bad. Yeah, I've seen the Marta Gareda meme. Like, what's up with that? Like, you've seen and it's crazy because a couple of the things I saw her saying, I kind of know they are possible because she was in a movie with Keanu Reeves, and I remember she was in a movie with Keanu Reeves and what's the other dude, Chris Evans or something.
Yeah, she was the hot Latina girl.
Like, she has been in Hollywood. She was in this science fiction series,
In
Carbon. Carbon.
yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, what's the name? Carbon something. Carbon.
Actually, it was good. The movie I like. I liked it.
It was pretty good. Like, at least the first season. The second season was a little lazy, but the first season was awesome, and I think she did a great job on that one. So she has been, mingling with the Hollywood people. So like, some of his anecdotes, they don't sound that crazy, but I don't know.
No, but also she said that she started talking when she was 8 months and things like that. That's why people started bullying her.
Oh
Four
yeah,
months.
she started talking when she was 2 months
She
or
was
four
No,
months.
4 months. 4
4 months.
months.
yeah, so that's like, and also she has said that she has seen ghosts and other things that, yeah, you don't believe her. That's why they started doing that.
Oh, okay, okay. I see. Yeah, I did hear about the she speaking at 4 after 4 months, and and something about That's I think Cinemex has this slogan, La magia del cine or something, and that
Yeah.
she said that it was her mom who came up with the with that line. So yeah, I
Yeah,
know she said some stuff that are
really
uh,
unlikely things to
very
say.
very close to ridiculous.
I don't
So I
know,
know.
dude. At those levels of power of, or how can I say it? Was that so many people, those things would happen, like Javi Noble, with crazy ideas, and then they happen just because they have the money, they can do it.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Um, okay. Max says Oscar Comunica. We need something
Los
like Nissan
tacos.
Comunica. That sounds familiar. What's the reference? I don't get the reference.
Luisito Comunica.
Luisito Comunica.
Oh, okay,
The influencer.
that's the guy who voiced
I don't know, and I don't like him. So yeah.
Sonic in the Spanish version. That's all I know about him, and that he's a YouTuber.
Ah,
Yeah, he
yes,
Uh,
yes.
makes travel blogs, and he has restaurants and everything.
he's a rich kid who travels and makes YouTube videos. I get the idea. I'm gonna
He
watch it.
became rich. He actually wasn't rich. He became rich.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was just a videographer for weddings, and then
Okay.
when he started doing the YouTube, that's when he got the money. He doesn't come from a rich family.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't think he was living in Tlatelolco either, but I get it. Good for him. Good for him.
No.
Um, I'm gonna watch it tonight. Yeah, you should. It's 3 hours long though, and you have a short attention span. So you might want to go get a six pack so it becomes tolerable for you. But I think it's pretty good. You'll enjoy it. You enjoy that type of humor. You're gonna be laughing your butt off. Richard Comunica with How I Met Your Mother. What does that even mean?
I
That
don't know,
Richard
but
looks
I don't know.
that Richard
he
looks like a How I Met Your Mother character.
he had some shrooms or something like that today.
Maybe the driver. I don't know.
The
What you
driver.
do like you do look like the main character, like the one who
No,
gets
maybe the Barney's driver. I don't remember. I think he was indie or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was in the
what Barney had an Indian friend.
the driver, his
Yeah,
chauffeur.
Oh, all right, very well.
I
Well,
just
I'm not 100% sure of what I'm about to say, but I used to say Hindi too, until an Indian person told me, Hindi refers to the religion.
Uh-huh.
We're Indian.
oh yeah,
And then I was like,
Indian.
oh, okay. So every time I've said Hindi food, I've been saying nonsense. And this dude was like, yeah, you've been saying nonsense all this time. And I was like, okay, I'll stop doing it. So I'm just sharing
Yeah, I know.
what I was told. It's the soap opera, the soap opera series. The soap opera series.
Top opera.
Oh yeah, we know How I Met Your Mother. We know. We just didn't know which character you were referring to. So I think we can wrap this up with a farewell. So thank you very much for joining us, Oscar. Even though you're probably playing Minecraft or some shit. Thank you, Richard, for being here as always.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you for the people that just dropped by at least for a couple of minutes and to say hi. And I'll be seeing you guys next Friday. All right.
See you. See you guys.
Uh,
Bye.
See you guys
Bye, Oscar. Bye.
next
Bye.
weekend. 3, 2, 1. My mouse is not working. God damn it.